Hey, this is Perry Delph coming at you live from the Hustler's Corner, New York City. In this part 3 of our session with Tequila Fletcher of Tressaholic Beauty Supply, we talk about why your market or your target audience is never what you think it's going to be. They're going to come from places you never expect them to come from. Number 2, why servicing your market is not abandoning your race. And number 3, how is it that Tequila Fletcher's performance personifies Black excellence? That and more in this session. Thank you for joining us. And as always, if you like this show, please smash that like button, share, leave a comment, and most of all, subscribe. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
You know I'm a hustler. You know I'm a hustler. Well, I'ma break it down one time. I'm the man and I'm letting y'all know. Yeah, we getting that guap, that fit of them shits. Yeah, we stacking that dough. I said I'm a hustler, baby. You know I'm a hustler. You know I'm the man. I'm a hustler, baby. You know I'm a hustler. You know I'm the man. I'm the man. I'm the man.
We don't support each other up here like that.
No. Let me say something to that. Let me say something to that. I'm seeing a shift in the mind and spirit of Black people here in New York City. There are a lot of Black-owned businesses here in New York City, and they're doing a thriving business. A lot of them. But it seems to be primarily in the food or the restaurant industry. There are other industries like the hair salon industry. They're doing well as well. And there are other Black-owned businesses. There are franchise owners here. Like there are a lot of franchise owners that own a lot of McDonald's here. They own a lot of Popeye's chickens.
African Americans?
Yes, yes. I work for Uber Eats here in New York City, and I go and pick up and deliver all the time. And I'm going to them, and it says right there on the store, Black-owned business. I'm like, okay.
Listen, ever since this whole Black Lives Matter, and it's been on. I've been so proud. You hear me? And I said, I hope this just, when it first popped off, I said, I hope this just is not a trend. I said, I am rooting for us. I am so rooting for us. I have always been on people who believed in putting my Black dollar with my Black people. And even if it's just not with African American, just more of your smaller mom and pop establishments, the food carts. I don't always have to give my money to the big franchise stores and so forth. So it's like, if I can give my money to the underdog, then that's who I give my money to. So that's not just, like I say, our Black and brown, Spanish, because I love it so, because I'm greedy. So I like all different kind of food, all ethnicity. Hey. But I would rather that small place and give them my money than some of these bigger franchise companies.
See, that is, I gotta admit, I'm impressed. Your business acumen, your smarts, your intelligence.
It's good. You go, girl.
I got it.
Yes. I love it. Yeah.
I gotta admit, that is so impressive.
Yes.
And now, did I hear you correctly say what you just said? You have a YouTube channel?
I do. You know what? I do have YouTube. I had a YouTube years ago. Oh my God. I have I don't think I probably made a YouTube video in about 6 years. And
the people that saw you, they saw your YouTube video.
Well, they saw me on YouTube because oh God, I can't remember the
was it with Phil Scott?
Yes. They picked it up because I originally did the interview with Atlanta Black Star. And they did another video talking about it as well. So even when I was here at the store and I just started getting all these calls saying, I saw you on YouTube. I said, on YouTube? And she's like, talking about your beauty supply store. I'm like, what? So I'm thinking maybe it was something, maybe Atlanta Black Star posted. And then after about the 5th or 6th call, I said, let me get on YouTube and let me just kind of Google so I could, try to find what they're talking about. And I found the video and I was like, well, all right, come on, Jesus. Come on. This how you push, girl. Come on now.
Now, you see, that's proof positive right there.
Yes.
You don't know who's checking you out.
That's right.
It's always, and the thing is that we've been on the internet now for years. We've done our homework. We do the analytics. We're heavy in we're data driven. We do the analytics, and we're shocked with what we find, how many people are watching us and where they're watching us from.
Yeah.
We've got people watching our show from Germany, Ireland, Indonesia. I'm like, why the hell are these people here on our show? But they love it.
Social media. I tell people that all the time. The age of knocking on people's doors, handing out flyers. Don't get me wrong. It's not that it doesn't work, but I do believe in this, just how we're able just to now be able to just connect with people. Like I'm able to just have a casual conversation with you all in state, and just like that, you got people that are watching you guys in other countries,
Yeah.
Yes.
Me, even when doing like my YouTube channel, it was just like I can remember a few customers came to me. I found you on YouTube. I was like, oh yeah. It was like, yeah. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Now, do you get more people from overseas connect to you?
I wouldn't say overseas, more so in the US.
Okay. Okay.
Be surprised if you run.
Be surprised though.
Be surprised where your audience is going to come from. You're going to be surprised. I'm telling you. You never think it's going to be what you think it's going to be. One of the things that used to hurt me so much was the lack of support from our own community. Like, for example, I'll give you a perfect example. I would put a content on my Instagram handle and my Instagram page. And, I would use, hashtag buy black, hashtag black movement, hashtag we buy black, hashtag black. And people would watch my content, they would like it, and then my subscribers would jump up by like 1 to 200. And then after about 3 days, those same subscribers that would join would all fall off. Doing that over and over and over. I'm like, why are they doing that? They would come, join, follow, and then about 2 or 3 days, they all leave.
Right.
Unfollow. And they kept doing that over and over, and I couldn't figure out why. It was when I stopped targeting just the African American community and concentrated on the market, on the audience. That's when they came and they stayed.
And I love my people. No doubt.
Don't get me wrong, my sister. Oh my God, I love our people. And listening to people like you and your stories, oh my God, you have no idea how much of an inspiration you are. Smart, intelligent, running your own business, finding the market, doing and if you don't mind me saying, quite gorgeous too.
Got a beautiful smile.
Yes, and the thing is that, you identify for all of the qualities for what we call Black excellence. You identify. The thing is that I really would love.
And another thing too, she's a female. Okay. Black, independent, educating female.
All that.
I'm sorry.
All that.
And when they say, and a bag of chips.
And single, not I mean say single, but a single parent, single parent, huh? Independent, don't need a man. No, let me stop. Okay, I went too far then. Okay. No, I'm just...
But the thing is, that's the thing I have to admit that impresses me about you as well. You did all of this as a single parent. I can only imagine the uphill battles you had to deal with in order to be able to reach this level. And the effect that it's having on your children dare I say that the effect must be absolutely positive? That it has had an absolute positive effect on your kids?
Oh yeah, because me and my kids are really, really close, and it just touches my heart that they are just always so excited on any milestone, any accomplishment, anything that I do, and like I always tell my kids, I do this for y'all. I need to set the example for y'all. Like, y'all know my story. Y'all know exactly where I come from. Like, I don't hide anything from my children as far as like my upbringing. And so for them to see that I did this and I made it look easy, because sometimes people be like, you got kids? I'm like, yeah, I have kids. Like, you was able to do all this? Yes, I was able to do this as a single mother of 3 children. Yes, their daddies was involved in their life, but the day-to-day, I had to do that. I had to learn work balance. I had to learn how to balance my life between my personal, my children, and my business. And it was a lot of nights that I did not sleep and did not get enough of me, because I had to make sure that my kids got what they needed and my business work life got, what is needed to make sure that me and my kids didn't have to struggle,
Mm-hmm.
and I thank God for that every single day, that I was able to put myself in a position that me and my kids did not have to struggle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did you ever feel at times that it was getting to the point where as you didn't know if you could continue with it?
Many times that I was just like, you know what? God help me, because I feel like you would not have brought me as far as you have to leave me. So yes, I tell people I had my ups, I had my downs, but I'm one of them people that knew how to and somewhat shield a lot. So a lot of people never knew that I was struggling. And it's not so much like I say struggling financially, it was more so struggling mentally, because it was just constantly so many things that was going on in my life that it could have gotten in the way of me progressing in my career, but I didn't let it do that.
I'm the man. It's been part of the plan, I don't think you understand. I see him on the gram while they flexing rubber bands. I'm working on my foreign exchanges out in Japan. $250,000 out in Philly, 50 grand in Michigan. Appearance in Atlanta, that's another 20 bands. Bring it back to the crib and invested in my daughter.
This concludes this session of the Hustle's Corner, New York City. If you are a person that's incarcerated and you have books that you'd like to get out and you want to share your story, come share your story on the Hustle's Corner, New York City Tales from the Pit series. If you are a person who has been wrongfully convicted of a crime that you did not commit and you want to share your story, come share your story on the Hustle's Corner, New York City Victims of the System series. If you are a person who has been self-reformed, active in the community, came out of a past nefarious life to a more positive one, and you want to share your story, come share your story on the Hustle's Corner, New York City Legends of the Hood series. If you are a Black business owner and you want to share your story of how you got your business off the ground and how you faced many challenges to succeed, come share your story on the Hustle's Corner, New York City Black Business Movement series. If you are a musician or an artist or a vocalist or a rapper, hip hop artist, and you want to share your story about your career and how you have grown it into success,
Come share your story on the Hustle's Corner New York City On the Grind series. And if you are a woman who has been through traumatic times in her life only to overcome them, come share your story on the Hustle's Corner New York City Lipstick Stories series. And if you're enjoying the show, please help us grow. Show your love. Like, share, leave a comment, and most of all, subscribe. Thank you for joining us. Looking forward to seeing you again. This is Perry Odell from the Hustle's Corner, New York City.